That's alright. So cast some of them are abilities, man. Let's see what they look like.
Can I get a sound check from all of you?
Sound check from me.
Sound check from me.
The way that it sounds and stuff. Is that a normal ability? That's not an ultimate?
Nope. Here, come over to the target dummy and I'll show you the ultimate. And the spammable.
That did you play Destiny?
This cute little sleeping.
I played Destiny 2 a little bit.
The that looks like the Warlock's beam.
So that's like the spammable. And then the ultimate.
What is the ultimate doing?
Skills.
I didn't really see much happen there.
Oh, there's like a watcher beaming a green beam down over the enemy.
Oh, it's so good. That thing melts stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't even see that. I was looking at you. I didn't see what happened.
Here. I'll do it again.
Not Sasquatch. Never. If you want to see what the Telvanni Peninsula looks like, I'm there on our stream right now.
I'm gonna throw the ultimate again. Here, I'll throw it on the Ogrim.
Alright.
Ah!
Oh, you guys get situated. I'm just fishing in Apocrypha. Wait, I should check things.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Did you do it?
Yeah, here.
I didn't even see it. I didn't see anything. Did you?
Did I wait. Oh, I reset it. That's why. I was like, I didn't kill him. There's no way.
I was like, dude, your DPS is just like off the chart.
I mean, to be honest, it pretty much is.
You didn't see it though. He hit the target dummy like 5 times and then ran away, and then it died. I was like,
that's one heck of a dodge.
I was like, I was like, there's no way.
I hit the reset, so. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Here we go.
I see it turn red, but I don't see anything happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, I see that the target dummy's red now, but I don't see anything happening to it.
Okay, now I'm gonna come look because I want to see, since I know what the skills look like, I want to see what I see. Like, if I can tell what you're doing. Whoa, that was creepy. When I poured it in, all of the sky changed because of the thing.
Okay, ready?
It also might... Yeah, I'm ready. Oops. Yeah. Are you hitting it?
Yep, I just threw my ultimate on it.
Literally nothing. We see nothing right now.
Weird.
Okay, so here's what I wonder is happening. On the forums today, I was reading up, they're changing some of the visuals and some of the cues for the crux because people were getting motion sick. So they're literally going to make it fall off. There's a bunch of controversy over it because people are talking about how they don't want crux to pre-buff, but also they don't want things to fall off after 30 seconds. So I guess they're trying to find the balance of what they're doing. I'm gonna preload my ulties.
We're just doing it on normal. I mean, unless you want to do it on vet, but I prefer if we didn't do it on bed.
No, I'm good doing it on normal. I just want to make sure really quick that I've got all my stuff set. I may as well charge everything.
Ooh, I should change my settings.
Okay, I need to see what my skills are. I don't even remember.
Holy moly. Why do I not remember? Oh, it's because I'm buffed right now, right? You're on the trial dummy that's buffed.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember this skill doing that much damage. I just opened up my lacerate morph on my one bar, and it says, slash enemies causing them to bleed for 50,000.
What?
And I was like, over 16 seconds, and I'm like, wait, what? It's gotta be because we're buffed because of the dummy, I would assume. I don't think my skill does that much on its own, but maybe it does. Maybe I don't know that.
Alright, what are the skills from Citic Order? There we go.
There's the sword one. There's the meditate one. There's the heal you one.
I only have the
speedy
time.
one.
I only have the time stop.
Oh, okay. That's the one I don't use.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta go sell some stuff. And then I'll be good. Oops. I accidentally turned off your Jubilee cake instead of talking to Newsy.
Rude.
Sorry.
Haha, that's funny. Imbue weapon is a skill I have on my rogue. That's not really imbue weapon, but it's imbue. It's funny to see how certain things cross over across games. Like your crux thing is very, very similar to combo points on rogue, which is one of their specialties. Combo.
Oh, that's why my inventory is so full. I've got a bunch of...
You use your regular ability, like your normal attack, to build up combo points and up to 3, and it gives, depending on the ability, it buffs the abilities when you use whenever you use them after having those points built up. And that kind of how Crux works.
Say that again?
I said the Rogue in Diablo has a specialty you can select once you get to like level 15 or 20 that it's called combo points. And you use your normal attack to build points up to 3, and then casting an ability, the more combo points you have, the stronger that ability is. Depending on the ability, it'll affect it different ways. But
Yeah, that's basically, it's similar.
I mean, Crux has a build and spend thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to pawn things off on us?
No, yes. But only if you want them.
Already have it.
I probably already have it. I'm fishing.
Well, I've got nothing on this character.
Well, I also have a Khajiit style page that you can have, because it's literally worth, like, nothing. If you want it.
I think I've got Khajiit. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure it's Khajiit. Let me look. Oops, no.
Okay, so if I go into my inventory, no, not that.
Yeah, High Elf's the only one I don't have.
Okay. Maybe that skill does naturally do that. Because it still says 50k bleed damage.
Over how long?
That's
Is that an ultimate?
16 seconds. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's probably right then. I mean, there are abilities that do like what 10,000 over 4, something like that.
Yeah, that's
So,
that's
I mean,
true.
yeah, probably about right.
Alright,
My soul strike does 34,692 over 5.
Okay.
So if I'm doing that much in 5 seconds, yours actually sounds kind of low.
Fine. Rub it in.
But I mean, the bleed status effect though has other. Doesn't that have other effects too though, aside from
I
just
don't
the
know.
damage? I don't know either.
Probably.
I got an accidental fishing buddy.
Woohoo!
I remember that happened to me once.
I've been just
Doctor had
following
to
the
try
water,
everything.
and then they have been also following the water, but they've been following the water and nowhere to go. So I've just been following them from fishing hole to fishing hole.
That's literally exactly what happened with Matt and I.
Who's Matt?
Minwee Pro.
I'm kidding.
You turd.
I just eye rolled at you.
Actually, I don't know that I knew that those were the same people, but I know of, like, I knew both names. I think I just know of Matt as Matt.
Who's party leader?
Sasquatch.
My,
Oh, okay.
my.
It
What?
wasn't
Why?
showing on mine, so that's why I wondered.
How did that happen?
Because we were all teleporting to you.
Oh, yeah, so we could see where you were for the map.
You, that has to be have to be a leader for that.
No, it was just made it so we could see you.
It made it easy.
Because then you had crown.
Oh, I see. I see.
I like easy. It was easy to find.
I do that all the time. I do that all the time too.
Yeah, we toss the crown back and forth all the time.
Yep.
So when do we think the first sale on Necron's going to be?
Actually, Minwee was talking about that the other day. When did he say?
Thinking September.
August, September, yeah.
Yeah, late August, early September.
I mean, it don't normally take them too long to put it on sale. They probably figure there's a point where it's like nobody.
I mean, at worst case scenario, probably November for Black
Well,
Friday.
they'll probably put it up. Yeah, worst case scenario that, but they'll probably put it on sale like in August, September, because then that's probably when they're announcing all the quarter 3 stuff or quarter 4 stuff, whatever.
I'm sure that there's statistics that they have on like by this point, if you're a player of the game who hasn't already purchased the upgrade, you're probably not paying full price for it anyway. So now we put it on sale because that'll get more people to buy. I mean, people that play every day that this is their main game, you know, they bought it day one anyway.
What am I
Ooh,
for?
hi Sasquatch.
Hello.
Welcome to the fishing club.
Yes, I brought my fishing buddy.
I'm the only
Yeah,
one
and
here without
since
an
you're
Argonian
grouped,
fishing buddy.
actually, if you're grouped, it will
Benefit
the
the
buff
party.
will work for everybody.
I
It'll
was gonna
buff the
say,
party.
technically,
I was wondering if
is
it
my
did.
Argonian fishing buddy because he's an Argonian today.
Is that your first Argonian Sasquatch?
First that I'm actually leveling. I've made Argonians, but we never got him past like 15 or whatever.
Yeah, I have one that's sitting around who I think is like level 8. He's been sitting there for a while. His name is Makes Shiny Things. Guess what I use him for?
Crafting?
Yeah.
My Argonian is depressed.
That's his name.
Gets last hugs. Or gets hugged last.
last.
Oh
Gets
my
hugged
gosh.
last.
Let's not bring that up again.
Yeah.
This is the fishing hole that the thing came out of with Matt and I. Oh, it just dried up right when I was about to...
Wait a second. He knows where to go.
Yeah, there's one this way. Purple torch bugs and blue torch bugs. Give them
Yeah,
to
I don't think I
us.
like the blue ones. The blue ones hurt my
Oh.
eyes.
I love them. But that's because they're my favorite color.
Oh, speaking of torch bugs, if you have Prime Gaming, they're giving away a horse.
Yep.
Yeah, that's weird.
Already got
like,
it.
Normally, whenever there's anything like that, I get like, I get it on both PC and PlayStation. But this time, I only got it on PC.
That's weird.
Right?
Maybe check your account, make sure it's linked
Yeah,
still.
check and make sure
It
it's
is.
relinked.
It is because I've been getting all my drops and stuff.
Okay.
So,
I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure I've had my account linked in the past and then didn't get drops, and I went back and had to relink my account.
Maybe my horse inventory is full and I can't have any more horses. Because
You might
let
need
me
to
tell
just
you,
put in-
I got a lot
Get a
of
bigger stable.
Hi, Ninetail. Ninetail is in our chat, and Ninetail said, last time I was on PS, everyone set themselves to offline. Oops, sorry, I brought a seeker with me. I'll
Well,
fix
as long as
that.
you don't hit it, we're fine. You hit it.
No, it followed me. It was already aggroed.
Okay.
I am a little disappointed with my music box purchase.
Which one?
I bought the Apocrypha one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And just so you know, Ninetail, I didn't set myself offline intentionally. Let's put it that way. But
Yeah, if mine was offline, it's probably because I was offline.
Oh no, I think the last time I was online, I was carting you around, so.
Also, if it makes you feel better, she did the same thing for me. The other night, I had such bad kid aggro, I just got on the back of her double mount, and she rode me all, took me
That
all
is
through Apocrypha.
Unlocked all
Yeah.
the way shrines for you.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's starting to become the best purchase I ever made. It's so useful. I initially got it for Cyrodiil.
It's the best for
runs
Cyrodiil.
when we have short people who can't run very fast.
Oops, Seeker. That's us, but not that kind. At least not yet. We haven't been here long enough. I'm ready whenever you all are.
Oh yeah, whenever Sasquatch wants to do it.
I probably gonna have to pass lead because I'm not level 45 yet for DLC.
Oh, well, it won't matter anyway, then we'll just need to walk in.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because I don't think it'll let us go in
It
with
won't
somebody
let us
under
queue.
level.
Right.
Okay, where is Valsunner?
We just need to travel
it's in
there and go in.
Stonefalls, is that right?
Stonefalls is in the bottom right, right?
Stonefalls.
Top left?
I got
Yeah, it's in Stonefalls.
You may not recall during combat. Well, dang nabbit, stop fighting things.
Accidents happen. I wasn't seeking it out. Oh,
Okay.
oh, I am seeking out this little Sigic portal, though.
I'm traveling. I'm
going
traveling
to.
there.
Samesies.
They came for us once, and I believe they will return. No one can say when. Their arrival is always gone away because the loading screen was too fast.
Do we want to do a pause and do like an actual timestamp for top of an episode if we put
We
this audio
probably
out?
should, yeah.
20.
Well,
The pre-show technically ends when we start the dungeon, but the actual, like, recorded podcast will probably be after the dungeon.
Oh, I guess you should probably turn off sound effects.
That depends. I was just going to leave mine on because we're louder than them on mine. I think we'll be okay.
Oh my gosh, this is the one I was looking forward to, yes!
I mean, that's fine if that's what we want to do. If we're gonna stick around and like chat afterwards, and that be the released show.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just figured, I mean, if we're gonna have anything worth saving during the dungeon run, the sound effects would probably just be annoying to hear in the background.
I mean, it depends. I always feel like it sounds empty because then people can't tell what we're doing. Well, we can have you, if you want yours without, I'll leave mine on, and then we could always decide after we listen to it. Why don't we do it that way? One on, one off?
That works. I just know my jabby jabs can be a little obnoxious.
Yeah.
Just having that constantly happening in the recording.
Yeah.
What am I looking for? Audio. There we go.
I like how she recognizes if you're already a Sigic.
Mm-hmm. Who are the Sigic Order?
We're freaking awesome, that's who we are.
Trying to remember if I had any antiquities that I was wanting to get. May have expired by now. Another chandelier. I guess I should grab that. Once you get 3 of one, you can go buy them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's neat.
Yeah, if you get 3 of any of the furnishing antiquities, you can go, there's a vendor you can go buy them from.
Is it just like the regular furnishing vendor?
Is it not a new vendor? Or, I mean, new for when they added that?
I don't know.
No, it's just an achievement vendor for that
No
zone.
one in a million can claim they've slain
Okay.
Are you
Malmach
here, Sasquatch?
Stormweed. Damned impressive.
Zoning in now.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna continue with dialogue then.
Even with our combined ability, Bal Sunar will be dangerous. But we must find the temporal distortion. Once inside, we should split up. We can search faster that way. I'll observe your progress and contact you by projection. Can you feel it? I sense an eddy in the
House
temporal flow through Bal
Telvanni,
Sunar.
being
I came
naughty.
here to find its source. You know how these things can affect causality. If these Telvanni have met us somehow, then I'm too late. I'll find and contain the distortion's source, but the Telvanni will give resistance. If you could help a fellow monk, I'd feel grateful. I can pay for your time. Since they recognized us, it seems we're predestined to work together anyway. Even with our combined ability, Bal-Sunar will be dangerous. But we must find the temporal distortion. Once inside, we should split up. We can search faster that way. I'll observe your progress. Oh, I assigned myself this job. I often work separately from the others. This region of Tamriel worries me. So, I took responsibility for keeping an eye on it. Just a suspicion. The Telvanni have always concerned me. Their hunger for power leads them in unwise directions, such as disturbing the temporal flow.
How will you resolve the distortion?
I know we're not supposed to interfere, but I feel it's required. Surely you've experienced this before. I will insert my image into your mind when I need to speak to you. It will be temporary, due to how much I'll need to concentrate. I can observe your progress this way, and inform you of mine. Picture time as a river. Trite, perhaps, but a useful concept.
Alright.
An eddy swirls within Bal-Sunar's temporal flow. Not too large yet. I'd like to find the source before it grows. Not yet. An event like this can arise for all sorts of reasons. Powerful spells, activated relics...
You'll destroy
dangerous
everything.
trickery. Sometimes they just happen.
I mean,
The
they are
source
just
should be
Telvanni.
obvious when you see it. Time distortions require a great deal of power. Depends.
Tara
I've
says she
studied
can't
events
hear
like these
any
for a long
audio.
time. If the source is something common, then I'm prepared. If not, well, I'll have to figure it out.
Weird.
Game audio? Because I could hear us. Hold on.
Stone's Blessing. That's what the name means. The Dark Elves constructed it centuries ago. Placing it here with the surrounding mountains keeps them hidden away. Rarely do people come in and out of this town. It's quite a strange mystery. Even among the paranoid houses of Dark Elves, the Telvanni excel at secrets. I've seen them act with keen savagery.
I just checked it. I
They
can
have
hear
a
it.
reputation as masters of the arcane. But this knowledge
I
comes
also
from
checked as
cruelty,
well.
not calm study. Picture time as a river.
I did forget to do anything for time stamping the beginning of this, but
It's okay. It was at around 22 minutes on my stream.
we did an intro. I guess we'll do that after.
Do it right now.
Well, I thought the plan was to cut after the dungeon for the what I'll release a podcast form.
Sure.
Got your little book following you around.
Now, did that come was that a pre-order thing or?
No, it's a Crown Store thing, or you can get it for 2,000 Endeavor points.
Okay. That is pretty cool.
You can get your own little cute tentacle book for 40 gems, a random drop from a crate, which we know is unlikely, or for 2,000 Endeavor points. Anyway, are we ready to kill stuff?
Push through the opposition. We must
Let's
find
go.
the distortion.
Let's go,
My
thanks.
blade is pure.
Whee! Yeah, jumping. Can't loot anything.
Yeah, forgetting to eat food. Alright, let's go.
Why can't I loot anything? There
I
we go.
I looted some melons.
I don't know that I even have food.
Oh, you might not for your level. I wonder
Oh,
if
guess
there's-
what? Guess what I have? I've got crusty sweet rolls.
Yes!
They're stolen.
Don't you have some of the stupid things they give us over and over again and the reward, the login things?
The
Let me check my
crown.
bank. I probably have them in my bank.
So you probably have
Alright.
about 4,000 of those.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is there
I do
secret
not
bosses
have
here?
22 stacks of those in my inventory.
Do we have secret
currently.
bosses? Do we need to worry about those?
In Balsunner? I don't recall.
Hold up, why is Celine's Web my current active quest? I picked up the quest here.
No, I need to set mine as that as well.
You should have, I don't know why it didn't automatically set to that.
I think that is a thing that they just changed. They patched it where it doesn't change from whatever quest you're on. I think you might be able to toggle that. I don't recall. There was something around.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. It was really annoying.
Okay, alright.
So I got some potent Witch Mother's brew, which apparently scales.
Yeah! Ready?
Let's go.
Whoa, look at the beam. Yeah, I don't recall if this dungeon has secret
Oh,
bosses
there's
or
a
not.
book of lore over here. Journal of Coven Girion. Oh god, I can't read it. Journal of Coven Girion. They came and they took her. Matriarch Lelity organized our sires and led them to this mountain shelter. She inspired our people to build the tower, and most blessedly she revealed our inheritance deep underground. Our mother should have lived 1,000 years. She should have rivaled the false gods and protected our people from the corruption that surrounds us. But for the scourge, the invaders who appeared from nothing and moved too quickly to see, villains who cut down our families in a rampage of blood, who slaughtered the servants that we respected and cared for, they came and in a blinding flash stole our honored matriarch from her promised home. We have faith that she will return. I refuse to believe that such base monsters could have killed someone of her strength. She will lead us to glory again. I also know the scourge will emerge once again, like worms crawling to the surface after a hard rain. They will come to destroy our home. This is why I prepare. The lessons I've learned from our inheritance are numerous. I have seen indescribable things, events I've only read of in books, tragedies of a scale that I cannot comprehend, and with each vision I gain a skill. So let them come. Let this scourge. I am ready to defend Belsonar from any who would cruelly take from us. The matriarch will see my devotion on her return and praise me. Okay.
Sure. Ooh, yeah, that's a big boy in there.
Yeah? Did we check everything over here first?
Oops.
Everything you have.
You already went in. Alright, that's fine. It's clear anyway.
Don't let the DPS pull.
Oh, it's just an Argonian behemoth.
I know, he's just a big boy for fun. Excuse me, Nyx Hound. Get out of here. Okay.
No luck on my end. Continue your search in the tower.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, we go straight across the bridge.
Hey, there's people we can talk to over here.
Many of us have sung for your arrival. Stories passed to us of your first scourge of Balsanar. Our salvation will not go unremembered. They capture us to work, but also to study. Experiments of our mind. If we solve the puzzle, we can go free. So they say. It cruelly mocks us. We cannot thank you enough for what you have done today. We will gather supplies.
Oh, this
and
is
do
definitely
as
the
you
first puzzle.
suggest.
Do we all need to spin a wheel at once? We each take a wheel and just go like 3, 2, 1.
I remember this. No, there's definitely a pattern.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Now we just need to change the top one. Oh, no, we don't. We need it. Got it. Okay. So... shell... green... blue shell.
Left one lit up.
That lit up. Why did that light up?
Okay, so that's the bottom. You've got the bottom right.
Yeah, because
And I just need to do the top.
So, so I think if just looking at it, the top one should be what the top two should be what the left side is now. Then the third one should look the second and third one should look like the right side.
But there's a middle too.
So I think
Right.
this one's the top. This one's the top. So that green is this green, and then a shell and blue. So I think it goes blue,
Okay, yeah,
green,
I see what you're saying.
shell,
'Cause
blue.
there's 4. So blue, green,
Where's
shell.
From top to bottom, blue, green, shell, blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blue.
We just both turned opposite directions.
Oh, okay. Oh, why'd that light up?
Because that's the bottom now. You had the bottom in position.
It may not matter. You just may have to have a combination of all of those.
No, I think it's, if I remember correctly, I believe he's right.
Okay. So... this is dumb. Okay. This is a great puzzle. Happy to be a part of it.
Okay, so this wheel, hold on, turns top and bottom. This wheel turns middle and top. This wheel turns to middle. And this wheel turns bottom only.
Alright, so leave the bottom. Maybe do middle and top.
Maybe start from the top. Blue,
Yeah, you want to do the bottom one last.
blue.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, go
Oops.
again.
I forgot which ones did what.
This is top and bottom.
Okay, so then this is the one I wanted.
That's the one that should be to middle.
There you go.
Okay,
But now,
you need bottom and like the bottom two.
yeah.
So that means you have to do yeah, now you need the middle two.
Aha!
Aha! So close.
Da, 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 da.
Aha! And a chest.
There's a chest. Nice.
A buff and a chest. take it. To the tower.
We've waited for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, here's our boss.
Mm-hmm.
There, as though a knot has formed in time.
I've waited a lifetime for you.
Draw the Guardian's ire so I can contain the distortion.
Your rampage ends now! Do you feel adrift?
Circles.
Time weaves all around us.
Yeah. Watch
Oh.
out for that. Whoop. Where are you?
Right in
I
front
see
of
you.
his little.
Or I was trying to pick you up. There we go. Gotcha.
This has happened before.
Ah, yes. The joys of figuring out
Do you feel
mechanics.
adrift? Creatures of the past, obey my will.
Okay. Whoops.
Do you see now? My power has no limit.
Watch out.
It's like Dance Dance Revolution.
It is.
Go to the left, go to the right.
Wow. I wish I actually knew what the mechanic was we were doing, because I forgot.
Time is so fragile.
Pew.
So easy to shred.
Nope. Ah.
Your future arrives early. Now you see how I control your fate!
Flame salamanders everywhere.
I think the correct term you're looking for is
This will
leafy
happen
lizards.
again.
Rip.
Feel the weight of time.
And for my first res please of the evening.
Over here!
You know that beam ability looks a little like the Soul Magic Ultimate.
Exist in all of time.
So maybe that's why they're so strong. They just gave you a bunch of ultimate abilities. Recolored them, but you just got a bunch of ultimates. That'd be one way to design a class, wouldn't it? This class is all ultimates. Everything hits like that.
Pretty much. I do remember the mechanics on the final boss. I may not remember what's happening here, or know what's happening here, but...
We're supposed to be doing a blind run anyway, right?
Yeah. Oh!
Fast as light.
You know, I should pay attention.
How?
Hey!
I didn't see my hand.
The threads are too many. The knot is too tight. I can't... It's gone. Wait, we've moved. Look around.
Don't forget to bind anything.
They just randomly stuck us up there at a higher spot.
Mm-hmm. Do you know why?
No.
Because we're in a different time now. Digic stuff.
I got two girdles if anybody needs one. Because I got one from my chest and didn't think to bind it.
Who knew Khajiit wore girdles?
This one's got a little bit of a belly.
Oh my gosh. Get out.
Because this one hasn't been exploring much lately, he's put on a little extra fur.
Oh boy.
What am I doing? Text chat, changing the channel. Okay. Nope. Don't want that one. No group. He's glowing.
What?
He's glowing.
No, not that. I chose a different thing and started playing pan flute.
Remember to bind your gear.
Yep. Where is she at? I'm gonna talk to her.
That temporal knot. It's unlike anything I've seen. Threads of chance and potential tangled around a single point. I tried containing the distortion, but it
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely talk to
resisted.
her.
It had power,
She has good
but
stuff to say.
also a will. We must track it down
And I'm
again.
gonna run around and see if I can find any more books.
When the temporal knot resisted containment, I lost control. It exploded with energy. And now we're here. This vaguely
Nope,
looks
but there's
like the
backpack
tower,
over
but
here.
different. Newer. Imagine time as a woven fabric, with threads that cross and stitch together. That distortion bound the threads unnaturally. A crude analogy. Time isn't made of physical strands, of course. But it's the best way I could think of to describe it.
Backpack.
Aha, I found a book. Another journal.
When
Outside?
the temporal knot resisted
here.
containment, I
Are we
lost
ready for a
control.
journal?
It exploded with energy.
Sweet. Journal of Nero
Imagine time as a
Belvane.
woven fabric, with
What I like
threads
most
that
of our new
cross
home
and
is the cool barrier from the sun. The rock outcroppings cast shadows across the sheltered valley that are both dramatic and welcome. The heat of midday barely touches my skin with such generous protection. The matriarch told us that she hears the stone whisper. Something about her conviction leads me to believe her. She did lead us to this place after all. I find myself trusting her implicitly, even when it feels risky. Her speech sometimes sounds as though she channels a greater mind. Many of us, maybe all, did not approve of the political maneuverings we saw happen back home. Reverence of self-appointed gods does not sit well. But I also have no wish to become a nomad and forsake our house legacy, so a promise of safety and seclusion in this tumultuous time was precisely what many of us sought. And Matriarch Laudy has provided. While excavating for our well, we found something, an object, but not solid. Air and light ripple around in it, an unreal manner. The matriarch seems beside herself with joy. This is our inheritance, she claims. I think she knew it was down there. While she's overseeing the town's expansion, it was always with a slight remove, until one day she insisted we dig on a precise location. We could not vary from the spot she chose. Then, once we did, there was the object. I wonder what it portends.
Back outside in a different time. Let's go.
My word. The settlement is hardly built. The distortion threw us into the past.
Interlopers, lay down your arms, and it will be a quick death.
Interlopers.
Even now they get in our way. I'd hoped to stay clear from violence, but times are dire.
I think we have to backtrack if I remember correctly.
Find the distortion again. Hurry.
Well, according to the quest, we have to go down.
Yeah, down here.
Fall through a hole in the bridge. I think there's a chest here.
There is. I see it glowing.
I got a ruby ash bow of flame if anybody needs that.
Wow.
I know, right?
Oh, that's some really fancy loot. You should keep it to yourself.
I mean, if you don't want that awesome bow, then I guess I will.
Into the door.
Weak. You're weak.
I'm the hero who invaded Tormentor Sadal at the Spire, according to this. I don't remember, but I'm sure that's correct.
Excellent progress. I sense it's deeper below ground. Keep searching.
You don't belong here.
Interlopers.
I'm not here for your silly artifact.
Are you
I don't
sure?
think.
Sasquatch and I were talking about a different artifact earlier today.
Yes.
Do tell.
Boom! Take that. Pew!
What is this artifact you were talking about?
It's in the Necrom main quest, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
No, it was all blacked out, and I know better. I don't click the blacked out stuff.
I actually was going to post more, and I decided to DM Sasquatch rather than put it in our chat because... Oh, man! Did you all see that?
I walked over and watched you die.
Oh my gosh!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't know what that... I mean, I guess I do know what that was, but wow, it's normal. Like, hello? I should have looked to see what it said that, like, hit was for. Yeah, there's something that I noticed in the promo stuff, basically, that Zoss released, that I was looking at in the quest line. Oh, by the way, there's a door over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the way
I
we're
know,
supposed to
but,
go, but
there's
anyway.
a thing over
This
here.
is next puzzle.
But, I was like, wait a minute, huh? It's right in front of my face. It was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They have found something deep below
Oh,
ground.
boss.
Now we want to expand the settlement.
But it's like a...
Immense gratitude, strangers. We will take what we can and do as you suggest.
Oh man, I remember this one. Oof. Again, don't remember the mechanics. Just remember the death.
Never.
Where are you? Did y'all go through the
In the door?
arena tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I was coming. I was talking to the Argonian outside. Okay. All right.
What do you hope to accomplish? Who hired you?
Do they ever give any reason why, like, this is just some huge dark elf? Like, if this were a Khajiit, it would make a little sense. You could, you say it's one of the races that, or the variations of the race, whatever.
What is this mechanic?
Hot potato.
I can't remember. No, I think I have to stand behind something. I think I messed it up. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's what it was. You gotta destroy all of these pillars by standing behind him. He sends things to it.
He's using a staff. Animation's already in the game. Give us a staff
Man,
now.
I'm just gonna have... There we go. Just got a lot of AoE everywhere. Whoa. Wow.
Pain!
I don't feel like I've done anything except explode columns during this whole fight. Come on. I don't know if this is the correct idea, but...
It's working. He's almost dead. Might not be how it was intended, but we're at least getting stuff done.
I literally... I'm just kiting whatever this thing is around the room, like blowing up stuff. That's about all I've done. All the DPS is being done by you all. Like, truly. I think I've thrown like one or two in every few seconds, and that's about it. Like, range stuff. Yep. I was pretty useless on that boss.
So I think you gotta let that hit you when you get to the columns, and then dodge roll at the last second to get out of it, but then they blow up. Because it doesn't blow up unless it gets close enough to you.
Right.
So you gotta let it get close to you, and then right before it blows up, you dodge out of the way.
I guess I was doing that and didn't realize I was doing that? What did I pick up?
Oh.
There we go. Okay, well, we helped that guy. Let's get out of here.
Oh. 1 second.
So if you're tuning in on the YouTubes,
Hello. I saw we have a couple people watching, and I don't know who they are because I don't have chat pulled up, but if you're watching, welcome. We are Tree Show Pre-Show Long Term. We decided to run a dungeon since we're all here tonight, and we'll hang out and talk a little afterwards.
I'm coming!
You're okay. I totally went the wrong way. I absolutely went back way further than necessary.
I'm so messed up because normally when we're doing this, when we do the show, we're not actually really playing, so it doesn't matter how close I am to my TV, but now I'm trying to play like so close to my TV.
Oh no.
It feels like it's just right in my face.
There we go. Coming.
I'm not jumping that. Apparently I'm jumping that.
I love how they give us this.
Challenge banner? There's a challenge banner? Do we want to try the challenge banner?
Can't normal, can we?
Yeah, we can. That's why it's there.
I thought it was just there anyway. Because it's like there for hard mode. Or veteran or
Hold
whatever.
on. Don't pull yet.
Fine.
You know why. Just a second. Okay. Whatever.
Actually, I will be up in a second.
Oh, I thought we were going.
Yep, it's life now.
Rip to us.
That's okay.
We're fine. Oh, I did it. Yep. You can, by the way, you can dodge roll off the platform, just so you all know.
Cool, I'll try that.
Leave it to you to always figure that out.
The funny thing is I was mid-roll and I meant to roll to the left, not backwards. And as I was rolling backwards, I thought to myself, that's it. Oh, by the way, stand in her thing. Stand in her circle. Although it's normal, so I guess it didn't matter.
Disable that orb!
Do, 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 do.
Get to the light!
Oh no. Sasquatch. Should we stand? I'm not gonna get up yet. Not yet, I'm not.
That orb! Stop it!
This is a good time.
It's drawing energy from the distortion.
I'm up! Yeah, stand in her circle. You can still damage it from out there.
Are there any bosses in this game that are not crowd control immune?
Quickly now! It's about to release!
Dodge. Meow. Hey, buddy.
Take shelter in the light!
Get to the light. Meow. Ouch. Have those.
Track that orb and stop it!
Okay. Got it. Got these.
To the light! Quickly!
You know, this is a really good time for you to use your caltrops.
Yep, I was.
Okay, cool.
Tapping into the distortion's power!
Got that. One orb's down. Come here, Nixox. Get on in. Come on. Boom.
Such immense power!
Dum dum bum bum dum bum. Whee! Look at
I
you
instinctively
taking it.
want to get away from the beam.
Yeah. I love the little tentacles.
To the light! Quickly!
Sure. Oops, wrong bar.
That orb! Stop it!
Got it. Got him. Three, two.
Burn the bug!
Oh,
Dead
wasted
bug.
my ultimate right at the end.
The distortion! That creature destabilized it! I can't control it!
I can't control it.
Yeah.
And
we ported
Balse
again.
on our future.
Moved us.
Oh, I just realized
Again.
it tells you in the corner whether you're in the future or the past.
Up the rope seems the only
Elsinore,
way
future
out.
past.
Go. I'll catch my
Days
breath.
of future past.
Oh, ascend. There's a little thing there to ascend. I'm gonna see if there's books or anything laying around quick. Oh, there's
I
lava
pushed
now.
myself
That's
so
not
hard
safe.
to unravel the knot, but still,
But it makes for
couldn't
cool
do it.
screenshots.
maybe I'm too weak. I don't have the will. Please, I feel emptied. This attempt at containing the distortion took all I had, and yet it wasn't enough. I have to consider. Seems pretty similar, right? I can only surmise, based on what
Ascend.
happened in the tower, that we've jumped in time again.
After I
Question
talk to her.
now is when. I don't recall this lava in the past.
All right. Up and away.
To the top. Whee! Oh, everything is on fire. Everything is on fire.
Yeah, we were just down in that little. That's where we went down there, and it's lava now.
Recognize these. Tee hee hee hee. Oops.
Haha, yep.
What, the Hermaeus Mora banners?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
those are Hermaeus Mora
The
banners.
dragons. Good old
Someone
Perrier.
else. Yep. Perriate's vessel.
Oops. Ouch. That hurt.
Ow.
I don't recall if this is the final boss or not.
I'm gonna double check, make sure there's no books or anything out here, because there's been a book every time we port so far. Okay. No books.
Can I not stand on this? Boo. Leave it to the 2 DPS to be trying to jump up on top.
Lame. That was the other Argonian I had, was jumps on stuff.
Jumps on stuff. Amazing.
I kind of wish I would have used that name on this one. That's a good name.
I wonder what sort of stuff I'd get out of a fishing hole like that. Besides a disease.
Nasty. Bookshelf. Confessions of a Khajiiti fur trader. Heavy sack.
Heavy sack.
4 mud crab chitin. Wow.
I got heartwood.
Incredible.
I got 10
I got the best thing you could possibly
methaglin?
get out of that.
Methaglin?
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 That's that stuff that you use for
Cooking?
cooking.
Cooking.
Backpack. Oh, Bravo's best beef.
I wouldn't trust any of the food here, just heads up.
Oh, I'm totally taking a drink.
Trust me, it can't be any worse than what's about to happen to us in the last boss.
What about up here?
Ooh.
There's a thing up here.
Yes.
There's a chest. Why would you go by the chest?
And a backpack. Oh, and a seat. Look, there's a seat.
Void steel dagger. Yeah, chest.
I'm gonna go ahead and handle some inventory stuff real quick.
Looky.
Thank you.
Whee. Newsy. Oh, I forgot I have a lunar champion stained glass in my thing there.
Praise Vivek! You were there to stop Alexandra Cannell from capturing the Coral Heart.
Asabi.
Before we hit the next boss, I'm gonna have to step away for a minute. Ray's having a low blood sugar moment, and I need to help him out.
No probs. Take care of your little buddy. Oof. My inventory.
I did every single survey map that I owned before Necrom dropped.
Oof.
Yes. And I gotta do them again before they get out of hand.
Oh, mine are really out of hand. Like, I'm to the point where I'm about to almost just sell them all on PlayStation, because I'm like, ugh. I finally broke down and got on PC. I only got the add-ons that do map pins for treasure maps and sky shards, because I was like, I'm done.
Oh yeah. No,
It makes things so much faster.
Oh yeah, that's like my most requested feature on PlayStation is survey map. Like, oh, yeah, mini map's really nice, but more so just surveys. Like, and I think by doing the sky shards, they kind of started it, but they really need to get that.
Yeah, I wish you could just open the map and then it would just show the X. Like, that would be the easiest way to do it. Use it like a consumable.
Yeah, because some of the, like, it's just like, oh, here's a drawing that could be anywhere on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's helpful. I have the ESO app, but it doesn't have anything past elsewhere.
Yeah.
And it's helpful, but it'd be so much easier just to have it in the game.
Okay. Let's go. We'll see how this works out. Hopefully not poorly.
Oof. Whoa!
Oh, don't step in Periate's blessing.
Yep, do not do that.
The matriarch arrived here from the past. It seems she forged a defensive pact with Periite.
I know who the matriarch is.
Ooh. Is that because of doing the,
We found a journal!
Yep.
Journal of Adasi Fevor. When she returned, we rejoiced. After a 1,000-year absence, our blessed founder emerged from the ground resurrected. The old religion had mostly faded, and so some doubted her claim. I did. How could we know? Then the inheritance flared to life. It was miraculous to behold. The matriarch held out her hand to it and whispered. I could not hear, but her face appeared beatific. At the moment we knew the truth. However, the matriarch was not as the story said. She was not kind and filled with patience. She did not care for our well-being. I would describe her mostly as filled with rage. She spoke of rampaging enemies who slaughtered her subjects and stole her away. Revenge was her only goal. We knew that she meant the scourge. After so long we thought it was just a scary tale. Monsters that blink into existence to steal the children. I suppose every story has a tiny kernel of truth. After that, so much changed. Matriarch Lildy convinced us that we needed to prepare for another scourge. We had to give all we could to protect the inheritance, and we did. We have given absolutely everything. Lord Periate offered the most protection. That's what the matriarch claimed. Fight a scourge with a scourge, I suppose. We built a temple and moved the inheritance there. Then the sacrifices began. We've become surrounded by unrecognizable creatures. I'm not sure how they walk. I wish I could say I resisted, but I worshipped just as hard as anyone. For that, I believe I will be punished. Several days passed. A sound cracked so loud I thought Nirn itself had split in two. The sky turned red and filled with smoke. We have not seen the sun since. Fire and stone rains down, destroying our home. No one knows what's happened to cause this. Perhaps it is a punishment. For nearly 3 eras, Balsanar has stood secluded from the world. Over 3,500 years ago, the matriarch brought this settlement into existence. Now, upon her return, I suspect she heralds its destruction.
Creepy.
Yeah? Yeah, I'll call that pretty.
So I don't actually know who the matriarch is. There's some similarities to some story, though.
Okay, we came from that way. There's a room here. Oh, backpack. And then there's the killy kills. Okay.
Telvanni Infector.
Backpack.
So it's House Telvanni Matriarch.
Alright.
Oof.
Here you are. Temporal distortion wasn't in the tower. I fear they built this temple around the knot. Let's go.
Periite does whatever a barfing dragon does.
Are you sure Periite doesn't do whatever a platypus would?
Well, I was right.
Matriarch Ladi Telvanni.
Matriarch, allow us to neutralize the distortion.
There is a cone in here that's an AoE cone. If you get it, just stay away from your friends. That's what I'll say.
Gaining in power. I cannot allow this to continue. I must destroy it. Keep the matriarch away from me while I focus. Finally, the chase ends here.
Get out of that.
I am.
No, I know, I'm just telling you. So what happens is if you get it, you get sick, and then you start to throw that same nasty barf stuff that she did, whatever direction your cone is facing. You can wipe your whole group, which I found out the hard way on PC.
Oh, I'd be the worst person to infect with that. Because I, like, spin everywhere all the time in order to drop all my heals.
That's what happened to me, is I was dropping stuff and I was spinning, and I did not realize that I was literally killing everyone. Oh, here we go. We gotta kill these guys. Yeah, what was happening is, oh, like just now, I was getting it, so I was aiming at I was aiming at the wall to try and keep from barfing all over my friends. There we go.
They are dead. Infectious vomit.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, you got
20k, 21k.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I just barely missed that. Whoa! Whoa! Oof. Uh-oh. Oh no! Lingering plague. Oops.
Periite blesses you.
Come on. we go. Waha! Oh boy.
Don't puke on me!
That's how the whole group. Oh god. Everybody wiped each other.
Hints, be wary of vomiting players. It's infectious.
Yeah, it's well done. Oh man, that was a good time right there. That was lingering
Yep,
plague.
fail.
Let me try to not get out of
tried.
here. Hold on, let me get you. I'm gonna get Gwen up first if I can.
That's a good idea.
I did that one thing I'm not supposed to do. Try to res people.
It's okay. I got it. Maybe. Got it. Oh! Stay behind. Oh, no, 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 no! No, 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 no! Don't aim at your friends!
No!
This is so good. This is great. I love this. I can only imagine what sort of gnarly stuff comes out of this on Vet Hard Mode.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna think about it. Nasty. Ugh, I just have no sustain. Trash. I need to work on my gear. Oh no! Look at all the AoEs. I'm aiming towards the wall. Barf, barf. Ew, ew, ew. It's so nasty. Die. Please.
My lord!
There we go.
So much! All of time! It's so strong! The knot is unraveling! I can pull it through!
Whoa!
We have emerged. I feel
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
you are hurt. I am now, but I am also fighting the beast. And I am one.
Oh. I know what that is.
The temple
Uh-huh.
had wrapped around the artifact. Cutting the knot exposed its energies. Made I manifest points. I am at my death. I am at full creation. Ah. I didn't realize this. Interesting. Nonetheless, we have succeeded. Here, your payment as promised. You will spend it wisely. The artifact. It has a fate. I am handing it over to a friend. I watch as its siblings take form. Sign it, Proxy. Yes, you already know it. Or you will. Your path is more difficult to see. Blurrier, like seawater. I fragmented, shattered across time. Something.
Oh, that first quest makes a lot more sense to me now, Sasquatch.
Into this
Yep.
now, I am with you, but also watching an emperor rise, a nation cut in twain, a people vanish. I see
Oh God,
all
no.
of these.
Watching an emperor rise, a nation cut in twain. Is the nation like the Skyrim Civil War?
Mm.
A people vanish. Is that the Dwemer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and no. It was the same will that tied the temporal knot. Cold, silent. I choose not to investigate further. I have returned to Artaeum. I am locked in a cage of warded glass for observation.
Oof.
I sit on a rooftop in a city between places, watching. I feel the bite of an arrow piercing my shoulder. I dance in a warm rain. I die in bed.
Oh my
As
gosh.
my son holds my hand.
That glyphic. Have you used that ultimate, Sasquatch?
Glyphic ultimate?
Mm-hmm. It's a massive heal.
I have not yet.
Oh man, I am running it on PC. On the one bar, I have my, you know, the beam, the watcher beam thing, and on the other bar, I've got that, and man, it's massive. Oh, I should open the thing and see what I got after I bind anything else. I got the Right Master's Ring.
Telvanni Enforcer Amulet.
Right Master's Bond Sash. Oh, it's already bound. Duh. I'm like, why can't I bind it? Because it's already bound.
I did the same thing.
Wowza. I really like that story.
Alright, travel to me when ready.
Okay. Ooh, Lost in the Woods. What does that look like?
It looks like a song getting stuck in your head.
Mm-hmm. It's a compass. I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. Traveling! We need... Oh, good. We have another chair. I was like,
Yeah,
we need
remember it
another
was sitting
chair.
on top of the whatever
table.
it's called. The table, that. I'm not tired, you're tired.
I'm not tired. We're all tired. Okay, yeah. No, I swear that there's more tentacles and they're getting lower.
Okay, the tentacles aren't getting lower. I did get some of the things from the Telvanni Peninsula furnishing vendor, though.
Okay. I've got the one conveniently placed just between Never and my face. Do, 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 do. Let's see if my PS app has those pictures in it yet. Man, it's fast. Look at it go. Ooh, that's a cool one. I hear giggly girls in the background.
Yeah, I know they seem to have forgotten that I'm recording. They keep coming in here trying to talk to me and make noise.
Ruh-roh.
Being silly little giggly girls.
Okay, I'm gonna get comfortable in my squeaky chair here before.
What if you got comfortable in your not squeaky chair? Sasquatch, you totally look like you could be a character out of, like, Star Wars or something.
He looks like he's a character out of Apocrypha.
Star Wars?
Well, you know, just one of the aliens somewhere.
Oh,
And like you
okay.
see in, like, one of the bars or something. I don't know, just one of the alien creatures you come across in some space movie.
I see.
I always have, like, various creatures in the, like, the bar type places in those movies.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm curious.
Are you?
Well, apparently not. I was like, oh, could I discover lore books by reading them off her bookshelf? No.
Oh, womp womp.
I was
Only.
like, that would be a nice little bypass.
Could you imagine if you just could go
So
into,
just-
like, somebody's house and just read all of their books?
Yeah.
You can, it just doesn't count towards Shalador's library.
Well, it doesn't count towards Mage's Guild either.
Yeah.
So it's not showing them discovered. I can read them, but they're not.
Yeah,
actually
it will ping
give
like
me credit
you
for
learned a new
anything.
book, but it doesn't.
No,
or maybe an
'cause-
update got rid of that, but it used to.
Yeah, because I'm not getting anything.
Oh,
So.
sad.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's better. I zoomed in a little, so now you can see us between all of the things sticking down. Okay, I'm muting. Wait, what are we doing?
Hey.
Recap ketchup? Mustard?
Sure.
Mustard? What?
Yeah, I said a
Reflecting
recap.
on the dungeon we just ran.
Yeah,
Okay.
recap ketchup mustard, you know.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Ketchup and mustard?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to A Snugpod Cast. If you were not with us during the previous segment of our gathering, we just got done running Balforanian, the Telvananian thingy-majigger. Yeah, I'm just making up words now. Anyway, we just got through running a dungeon together, and now we're going to just take some time, do something a little different, and just do a little bit of a recap, ketchup, mustard, as we were just saying. But I am never separate. I'm your host. I am one of the hosts. I am also joined by Gwen the Bard on my right in game, left on screen. How are you?
Hello. Exhausted after healing through that dungeon.
You did great, my friend. I think I only died once, and that was my own failure to, yeah. And
You only died once, but don't worry.
yes. And that was Gone Crazy Back Soon. How are you?
I'm good. I'm much more alive now than I was a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
And it was not Gwen's fault.
Yeah. Well, you know, you were competing with someone who hasn't been with us on the show in a while.
I died once. And it was my fault. And it was because I was trying to res someone who hasn't been on the show in a while.
Because res, please.
Res, please.
We have Sasquatch back with us tonight. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm on my level 23 Arcanist in a DLC dungeon, so I'll blame that. Not my incompetence.
Details.
Well, I am sitting, like 2 feet from a 55-inch TV, so that's like kind of messing with me a little bit too.
You have vertigo.
I've got it works fine for doing the show because I don't have to like really pay attention to what's happening on the screen much.
Oh, we should have had you read the lore books then. It would have been probably really easy.
But my mic arm is connected to my stand under my TV, so in order to be doing that, I have
the mic
to be kind of
arm's
close.
Connected to the TV
stand.
PlayStations. Anyway.
But the TV's not on the stand, so figure that out. It's not actually a TV stand, I guess. But anyway.
Is it a TV foot?
No. It's a stand for
TV
all
leg?
the things sitting under the TV as the TV hangs from the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, fancy
Okay.
schmancy. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Also, it's an elephant. What? Yeah, so
Oh boy.
we did just go through Balforan. Am I pronouncing that right?
Sonar. Balsonar.
Balsonar.
Yeah, Bal.
What is Bal?
Balfoyan
That's
is
a sonar.
part of a
Is a
zone.
zone.
Yeah. There we go. We'll get it. I'm just mixing things up. Yeah, we just went there, and so I guess maybe a forewarning that if we just get it as we get into just kind of talking about what we were doing, there may be some spoilers. We try to keep that somewhat light, and not spoil too much, but just sort of talk about our trip
We're
through there.
recapping a dungeon. This is going to be total Balsonar spoilers. All
Yeah.
the spoilers.
It's been out though for a while.
Yeah.
There might also be some Balfoyan spoilers.
Balfoyan spoilers.
Balfoyan spoiler. Balfoyan spoiler. If you have you can see Sigic portals, run through Balfoyan. 5 minutes. You will have opened so many Sigic portals because people run through there and harvest all those rune stones. But they do it on characters that don't have Sigic, and so then all of a sudden there's all these Sigic portals, and you can get like 10 of them in less than a minute. There you go. There's your Balfoyan spoiler. Moving on.
Except now there's like 40 people that are going to listen to this and can all go do that.
Well, good for those 40 people.
That's true.
Be competing amongst each other.
I don't go into Balfoyan every day, so I don't mind.
Share the wealth.
Don't you know Gwen's favorite zones are the lava zones?
Yeah. Well, all right. So, yeah, we did that dungeon, and that is Telvanni themed. A little bit of a jump around time. I did not realize we were going to be doing that.
Sigic time travel.
We
Yeah.
totally just did the time warp. Yep.
Yeah. So, got a little bit of the here, the now, the then, the later.
They gotten lost in the woods.
Yeah.
You get an emote from doing that dungeon called "Get Lost in the Woods."
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. So, let's see. It was my first time doing that. Sasquatch, yours as well, right?
Yes.
And Gwen,
Yep.
you too.
My first time too.
But crazy, you've done it before.
So I got it once on a random, and it popped on a random normal, and I told the group that I wouldn't leave their group as long as, well, I was like, I need to get this done fast. I don't want to do the story without my friends. So the group was like, yeah, fine, cool. So we did it on like speed run, no extra bosses, no extra secrets, just like ran through it, and I just followed the tank who knew what they were doing, and we basically just didn't even do mechanics. They kind of like burned the mechanics because it was on normal. So it was sort of my first time. I had at least seen some of the stuff, but I didn't understand the story or understand why we were doing what we were doing.
Okay. So, yeah, so why we were doing what we were doing. I guess the companion NPC for that dungeon, her name was...
Tharisi.
Okay. I didn't remember how to pronounce that, but she is first introduced in the Sigil quest line, is that right?
No.
No?
No, I think she's just for this dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is part of the Sigil Order, but she is just for this dungeon.
Okay. So I haven't finished the Sigil quest line either, so I was thinking that I misunderstood something you said because you were talking about how she recognizes us as a Sigil, so I assumed that she was part of that.
Nah, you get like this weird little like light stamp on your head, and you can see each other. It's weird.
Okay. So I just misunderstood that. Okay, so new NPC. Or at least new to, yeah. So
that was a joke. I have no idea how she could recognize us as a Sigil, but they always seem to, and I like that changed in the text if you are a Sigil.
Right.
Yeah, because I didn't get that since I have not done the Sigil quest line on this character. So I can't see your fancy portals, so she just spoke to me like I was a friend, but not a Sigil.
Did she talk to you about how surely you've seen a projection, an astral projection or whatever before?
I think so, if I remember correctly.
She's like, surely you've experienced this before. I'll just put myself in your head. Like, don't do that. That sounds invasive. Yeah, so she had a problem, as they always do, that she needed our assistance with. What was going on? Anybody want to talk about what was happening in that dungeon?
I can read you the description, backstory.
I think she called it like a time knot. That there was a time knot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the time knot thing. The backstory description says, a mysterious temporal anomaly has drawn the Sigil Order to the Dark Elf Tower at Balsanar. What is the cause of the disturbance, and what are the implications to Tamriel, and why are local Dunmers so fearful and hostile to those trying to help? Whatever the cause, temporal magic is dangerous, and the Sigil Order must contain this anomaly, no matter the cost.
Which apparently was her sanity.
Yeah. It's... Well, I don't know if we want to say that yet, but, yeah, her sanity. So it's House Telvanni that basically... Like, the matriarch of House Telvanni that... Or one of the matriarchs of House Telvanni that started this.
It's Telvanni. If Telvanni's involved, you know it's not going to go well.
Well, yeah, because they're all into crazy magic, and they're willing to basically murder each other for it.
And it's considered acceptable for them to murder each other for it.
Yup. True that.
I like how... One thing I liked about the dungeon is how spaced out the books were and giving us little bits of information to like progress the story, because we don't actually meet the matriarch till the end.
Yes. You basically become her enemy right at the end of the time anomalies.
And without those books, I would honestly think I would feel kind of detached from what's going on in the dungeon, because we're just running around trying to like figure out this time thing, but we're not really given a lot. It's just people wanting us helping slaves or workers. Oh, well, according to one of the books, the well taken care of workers.
Yeah.
Which the workers did not think they were well taken care of. So, but then again, Telvanni.
Sasquatch, did you feel bad being an Argonian in that dungeon?
Yes. I doing some of the new Telvanni Peninsula stuff. I'm like, man, I'm glad I chose an Argonian, not a Dunmer. I don't like them.
Yeah.
Except for that one Suns and Shadow. I don't think anyone likes her.
Well, that's a whole other quest line.
Yeah, that's a different quest line, but...
That's Fighters Guild, right?
No,
Mages Guild.
that's...
Mages Guild?
This is
No.
Vardenfell.
Yes.
Oh, Vardenfell, that's right.
I think you left out of the Vardenfell.
Vardenfell, where the Vavardvarks are from.
I feel like
You mean
I'm
Bardvark.
sorry, I did not learn my AABBCCs.
I feel like Jeff Dunham needs to have a Jeff Dunham needs to have a puppet for Elder Scrolls. You know, he's got the one that calls him Jeffafa. Whatever, Jeffafa. Anyway, yeah. So the matriarch. You're right. Without having those lore books, where you're finding out that were all the lore books written by the same person?
No.
Okay.
They were all written by different people.
Okay, I happen to remember one of them being called Journal, so I could remember they were just all like.
They were all
journal.
different. They were all different people's journals. I just read them all the same because I'm tired and I'm not doing voice variation.
Oh sure, yeah.
You have the Journal of Adosi Fever, the Journal of Coven Girion, the Journal of Neril Belvane.
Okay, yeah. So you're finding out, like, as you go, that the the matriarch was the one that was kind of like the defender or protector or whatever. She helped establish
the settlement,
right. But then people come in, the scourge comes and everybody's wiped out, and then they are waiting for her to return. But then there's a realization that when she comes back, it might be the end. Did I summarize that well enough?
That was pretty good.
So yeah, obviously more detail if you want to go back and read those lore books, but or just run the dungeon and find the lore books if you haven't done that. But yeah, without having read that stuff, it would have just felt like, okay, now we're fighting the matriarch. Who is this person? So it's a good thing that we did that, for sure.
Well, and she was missing for 1,000 years to those people, apparently.
They said there was something about 3 eras in there too.
Yeah. The first journal reads, after 1,000-year absence, our blessed founder emerged from the ground resurrected. The old religion had mostly faded, and so some doubted her claim. I did. How could we know?
So you start out present time in the dungeon, correct? And then we bounced to the past. And then after that, it goes to the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what about some of the boss fights, extra bosses? Were those extra bosses we were doing, the puzzles and some of that stuff, or were those just...
I think they were puzzles for buffs, basically, which is kind of different than what they've done in the past. Because we didn't really fight anybody to get the buffs, right? Well, we did fight the one guy. But the other one was just a puzzle.
It honestly didn't feel... I didn't feel like there was that many bosses that we had to actually even deal with. Maybe that was just me being, I guess, focused on what I was doing, while also being distracted by other things happening here. But
it's definitely the shorter of the two dungeons. Like, if you skip, I think you can skip those side things we did. If you do that, then it would just be like 3 or 4 big pulls, right?
Okay. Yeah. So, of the bosses that we fought, did anybody have a standout?
I like the Nyx Ox one.
I did not. It's hard to roll dodge when you can fall off a platform.
Well, there's that. But I just think I think visually it was really cool. With the little orbs off to the side. I know you're more sensitive to color and animations, Gwen, probably, than some of us, so I don't know if that bugged you or not, but I thought some of the the beams and the colors and stuff looked pretty cool. And the
So-
ceiling in that place is really
That
awesome.
was fine. It's only cyan that really gets to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't even see, like, everybody kept talking about orbs, and I was like, I don't even see what they're talking about. All I see is the giant Nyx ox in my face.
Well, that's what you get for being the tank.
I guess so. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I guess if y'all are taking care of that, then awesome.
Yeah.
Sasquatch, what about you? Kind of quiet over there. Did you have a standout boss?
I liked the vomit mechanic.
I actually kind of do too.
Yeah.
At the end.
No. No.
You can literally wipe your whole party accidentally if all of you get it, and you just
Yeah.
start spinning and freaking out.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Just as someone who
Yeah.
plays in first person generally, no.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
So, yeah, I think it's basically a tank, and he just needs to take it and turn away,
Yeah.
or everybody stand off to the side, and the tank just stay stationary. Would be my guess, but yeah, that got a little messy. So now we have a dungeon where you get farted on and vomited on.
You're not wrong. I forgot about that.
So, wait, the first one, what was the farted on thing? Was that
The
this dungeon?
fart.
The giant Orgrim in what dungeon? It was
Is that corollary?
Oh yeah,
no.
I don't remember which one it is, but I do remember.
I
It was
can
one
see
during
the
the
room.
Deadwood.
It's like you go
Chapter.
into the room and it's all like got wooden walls around it and it farts on you.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah. So is this the first time we've had essentially a friendly fire mechanic?
No,
No,
I mean,
'cause
it-
you have
technically,
overlapping-
like overlapping circles and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a conical AOE, so it's different in that aspect.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I didn't really so much think about the. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. When I say friendly fire, I'm thinking it's a thing coming directly from you, where the overlapping AOE stuff, it's kind of the same. So to clarify, if you're listening and don't know what we're talking about, I guess we said it was okay to spoil these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the final boss infects you with some kind of disease thing that makes you start vomiting, and
It's Periite's blessing.
yeah, so vomits on you, and if you get it, then you start vomiting too, and will hit your teammate. And if everybody gets it, then everybody's just vomiting on each other, killing each other, and yeah, so that was
Yeah.
And
And
it's
when
really
you get
bad
it,
if
your
you-
skills all disappear.
Yeah, it's really bad if your poor
So-
healer gets it because they can't do anything. They can't heal anyone, and
No,
they're looking at everyone.
What you want to do is you see that effect is being triggered, so you want to lay down a bunch of AoE heals, and if you have an ultimate heal, pop that, so that way you can just heal everyone through it.
Mm-hmm. I just laughed because I tried to dodge roll to the right out of it, and one of you would get it, and then it would be I would dodge the one direction, and I was in a cone, so I would dodge the other direction, and then I was in a cone, and then I just went, oh well, and so I got it, and I just turned around
Yeah.
and faced the wall because that was the only way to not.
Yeah. I kept
Get
getting
everywhere.
stuck between, at a wall between two cones, so there's
Yes.
a triangle,
Yeah,
and then it
and you
just
have nowhere to
closed
go.
in, and I'm like, okay.
so. Would you guys like to hear a real life story that is very similar to that final boss fight?
No.
No. No and
No.
never. Never no. No.
Oh,
Did I say no? Because no.
okay. All right. Well then, carry on.
So, from a story perspective, why Periite? Well, apparently the matriarch felt that Periite offered the most protection out of all of the scourges, I guess, if you will. So,
I mean,
Fight-
you can't
fight
steal stuff
Scourge
if
with
you're
Scourge.
vomiting, right?
Fight Scourge with Scourge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Yeah. Pretty crazy. I thought that dungeon was cool. I like it. It's not my favorite, like that's not typically my favorite aesthetic, but I liked it.
Yeah, I don't think it's the prettiest dungeon by any means.
Has a cool story though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the prettiest dungeons we've seen in a while is the underwater one. Just because that's, so different. But yeah, the story speaking, that one was really cool. And, I'm so mixed up on timelines on when stuff, because we get so behind and trying to get these dungeons done when they come out sometimes. So this is one of the newer ones, right?
Yes, this one directly relates to
Necrom.
Okay. So when we were talking about doing this, I was thinking that this was we've still got one from a previous DLC. I was thinking we had to get done. So that's where I thought we were. But
Oh yeah, me too. The water one.
Well, we talked about that one too, but I was thinking we were doing something from like a DLC or so back. That is that water one from?
Not from this one.
Is it not? Okay. All right.
Nope.
Anyway.
It's from yeah.
Right. Anyway, yeah, it definitely did have a cool story, and listening to Sasquatch talk about some of the stuff while we were running and how he is starting to understand, was starting to get some of the things, and you too, Crazy, with what was going on and the quest and Necrom.
Yeah.
We'll see how that stuff kind of ties together. I haven't gotten to go through any of that yet, but.
Well, and what's crazy is I've only played half of the first quest, and you can already see how that dungeon that we just did, like some of the things that happen or some of the things that are mentioned are pretty evident, like almost right away in the storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I haven't done either of those. That dungeon or what's the other one? Scrivener's Hall.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done that one yet either.
Scrivener's Hall.
Yes, but I have done I've done the whole Necrom storyline now. So
I wish it was not almost 2 a.m. because I would absolutely run Scrivener's Hall with you, because that dungeon is probably one of my favorite dungeons ever.
Did we do that one recently?
Mm-hmm. That's the one that has the vault where you earn keys.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And there's something with the keys that I won't say because I don't want to spoil it.
Right.
But we haven't done the thing with the keys yet. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about that. I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what else? Anything else stand out about this dungeon you guys want to talk about?
I'm trying to think what else. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of cheating right now because I'm using UESP and Imperial Library to look through what was some of the stuff that was just in there. Oh, well, I will say one thing. One of the things or the artifacts that you learn about at the end, again, it's pretty cool because it actually directly ties to the Necrom stuff. Like, the actual thing that you see at the end of the dungeon looks just like one of the things or the artifacts, glyphics that you get as an Arcanist, as an ultimate, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which you also see the glyphics in the prologue quest.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't you get that as a memento as well, if I remember correctly?
I believe so.
Yeah, I haven't done the prologue on PlayStation yet, but yeah. I believe you get the glyphic as like the memento or the thing that you can use. Yeah. I just think it's really cool that they're starting to play with like time and warping of time, especially considering not that they're the same thing, but like that dragon breaks are a thing in the lore, right? So it's kind of cool that they're taking this whole Sigic thing, and the time is kind of a construct of where you're at in the narration, I guess you could say, of the game. I like that they're starting to expand upon that, because it means, oh, there's the glyphic memento. Did you just pull it up? For some reason, it's in the floor.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Because I was sitting when I did it.
Sitting when you did it.
And now I can't move. Oh, there you go.
No. There you go. I just think that's pretty fun, because I think it will give them a lot more options. Like, if they're able to jump around in time and have it work with the storyline, I think there's a lot they could do with that in exploring and seeing different things. The Sigics are pretty wild. Like, yeah.
It would be cool if they, and I don't want to get too far off base with this, but it would be kind of cool if they were talking about playing around with time, if maybe we get a dungeon at some point, or even in just the regular quest lines, that if you can choose sort of where to go in time, so to speak, and depending on which order you go, you could have different outcomes on either on your quest, or at least just in the some of the dialogue that you get.
It's funny you should say that. You should probably do Necrom at some point.
Okay.
I have not personally experienced it, but I have heard that in the prologue that there supposedly might be different outcomes. Have you done the prologue, Gwen? At all?
Yes, I've done the prologue twice, and I've seen someone else do the prologue, and it was the same outcome every time so far.
Okay, so maybe it's not that, but again, without getting too spoilery with the first quest, and I don't know if it changes dialogue depending upon the order in which you do things, but there are 3 things that you have to do, or 3 places you need to go. You may end up with the same outcome no matter what, but I will say I think it's pretty cool that they give you the option of choosing what order to do those 3 things in on your own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about that. When you're given something like that, there's like a term for it. And oh gosh, it's late.
Like
I can't forget the term.
Adventure, which is kind of cool.
It's the illusion. There it is. That's the word. It's
Yes.
the illusion of a choose your own adventure. Because no matter what, you are still doing the same quests. You are still being guided in a certain order, and you are still having to do all the things before you move on to the next step.
It's misdirection.
It is the illusion of choice.
But even so, I think that's pretty cool, because we haven't really had a lot of that, I feel like, at least not within one quest line, right? You may have that within like a zone where you can basically choose the order in which to do the zone. But
or the zones plural, like even just,
plural,
I'm going to do Necrom before I do Blackwood,
But it seems interesting that they're kind of leaning into the whole like threads of fate, which was also sort of semi talked about in this dungeon in a way, because she talked about at the end being able to see, she talked about, being in the past, present, and future all at the same time, and also seeing what you as the proxy have happened, or some of the choices that you make, but she also can't explain them to you because there's too many things. She can see too many outcomes at the same time. So that's kind of like a similar thought process, I feel like, with the questing that they did, at least at the beginning. Like, you can make a choice which order you go in. You still may have the same outcome, but at least you're choosing which thread to follow first, if that makes sense. Kind of a cool thing to lean into, considering the theme of the chapter with Hermaeus Mora and how he is the one that sees all and basically is the one that can follow the threads of fate, or the threads of time, if you will.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And just wait till you finish the quest line. So good. I love it.
Leaving it open for more, huh?
Mora.
Yep.
That was a pun I wasn't
Yes.
even trying to make. That's how good I am at puns.
It was pun intentional.
Pun intended. I can envision Gwen right now currently just shaking her head on the other side of her microphone.
Maybe
More so,
crying
like,
a little
rubbing
bit.
my eyeballs, but yes.
She's like, I hate you guys.
She can see what the chair behind her looks like because her eyes are rolled back so far.
Oh my gosh. So good. So good.
Got her Dark Brotherhood robes over there. I'm going to be next. she's getting out the stuff for the sacrament now.
She's gonna slip you a note.
You don't know
Well,
it, but
lucky
it's already
for you, my skulls are in the other basement, so you're
it's
fine.
taped to the bottom of your chair.
Yeah.
There's just a handprint on the bottom of the chair. It says we know.
Funny.
Oh my gosh. Awesome.
Well,
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah.
That's a question. Does it have to be human remains for a black sacrament, or could it be other remains? Like, would a spider corpse count? Because you just need a corpse. A freshly dead corpse.
Hold one moment, please.
I mean,
Let's see.
I guess, would it matter how the spider died? Like, if you squished it?
And does it matter about the race of the corpse? Because, like, the Night Mother was a dark elf, but because there's like men and mer races, and like Argonia, would Argonia and Khajiit even count?
Does it have to be the race
like-
of the target?
Well, so here's the thing. It says it has to be done with an effigy of the intended victim created from actual body parts, including heart, skull, bones, and flesh within the circle of candles. One must stab the effigy repeatedly with the dagger rubbed with the petals of nightshade while whispering the plea, sweet mother, send your child into me."
Yeah, we know that part.
Yeah.
But if it's an effigy of the victim, I'd assume it maybe it would have to be the
bones and heart and stuff. At that point, you might as well just like go kill them yourself.
right.
Like, how are you gonna get all these things? Go rob a grave. People are gonna like, question stuff.
I mean, yeah. Guess so.
That was a tangent.
A little bit.
Nah, it's okay. It was fun. As fun as murder can be. And besides, we're talking about the Dark Brotherhood and, Telvanni, Morag Tong, right? I mean, we could bring this back around. We could bring this back around.
It's all connected.
Yep.
Like Pam
Zanari
Beasley and a
request.
chainsaw.
What?
I said like Pam Beasley and a chainsaw, but if you're not a fan of The Office, you wouldn't get that reference.
Nope, went straight over my head.
That's okay. Yeah. So, do we want to stop there? Kind of, as far as just we've covered what we did tonight, or do we want to? Is there anything else we wanted to talk about? We didn't really have notes for this, right?
Nope.
It's been a while since we've done one of these. Operation End Murder Hobos.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got all these Arcanas running around, and they need to have backstories and character development. And, okay, so You got your first skill point. You put it into your first slot. You finally learn something. You have your little you have your little triangle cards you're shooting out. How does that first appear to you? Did you try to like throw a spell or shoot an arrow and all of a sudden you're throwing triangle like ninja stars? How do you react to seeing that? How long does it take you to like catch on to it? How does your arcanist like feel about doing that in the first place and learning their glyphs? Is it did you try to pull an arrow and you pulled a glyph? Is it something you read in your tome and then tried to do? How did you actually learn your first skill from an RP perspective? That's the question for tonight for you guys to answer.
If you want to,
go ahead.
I was just going to say if that's something you want to take part in, we'll tell you how you can answer some of those things and share that with us here in a bit. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, for me, just off the top of my head, because I'm not on my Arcanist currently, but I think because that's technically your Crux, right? And you have to have another skill that builds Crux. So for me,
it generates Crux.
Yeah. Because aren't the little triangles that are floating around you the Crux?
Yes.
So the skill whatever the skill is, has to generate it. So for me, I think the first two skills that I grabbed that generate Crux, one's a heal, and the other one is it buffs something, but I don't remember what it buffs.
So in the Herald of the Tome, the rune blades, where it fires 3 green triangles.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the first skill, and that one generates Crux.
Okay.
That's the skill I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to describe.
Okay.
Yes. I envision it like an instinctive defensive action.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're fighting something and you've been studying, and then it just kind of manifests.
Just shoots out.
It out of desperation. Yes.
I like that thought process because then it kind of makes sense as to why it would be in a rotation. That's cool. I like that thought process.
Yeah.
Especially because it's one of your first skills that you learn, or the first skill that unlocks too, because it would make sense that if you're like attack weaving and you're doing something else and then all of a sudden that shoots out, it would be alarming the first time. But after that, you would almost be expecting it as like a power-based thing. That's kind of cool to think about. I like it. What about you, Gwen? The answer to your own question.
The answer to my own question? Oh my gosh, the answer to my own question.
I mean, you don't have to. I was just
She put herself on the spot.
Yeah, she put herself on the spot.
Well, I am on my warden right now. And
I know,
so
I'm on my necklace.
My first thing that I probably unlocked way, way, way back in the day was the dive. And this will actually branch us into another thing, because the fun thing about RP and storying is it doesn't always necessarily have to match what you see in the game. So, because like with wardens, things are very creature specific, right? But why would a warden over in the Valenwood have all of these things that match things over in Vardenfell? However, my warden did originate in Vardenfell. That's where she started unlocking these powers. And how I see it is, because when you look at them, it says that you command a cliff racer to dive bomb an enemy. And so yeah, it's kind of one of those, you're low level, you have no idea what's going on, and you're just trying to not die. And you somehow manage to summon this creature that's nearby to help you fight whatever they grant mercy on you, and just go and attack it for you. And if there's something where there's a lot of in Vardenfell, it's cliff racers.
Yeah. I suppose you could almost say that too for the shade for a Nightblade. Like, it's almost like you could say it's... from an RP perspective, you could do it out of the fact that it's like...
You're echoing.
Yeah, I know, I hear myself echoing. A necessity, or it could be like a learned skill. You could look at it either way.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I had to switch my headset out for just a second, and the sound started coming out of my TV speaker into my mic.
Trevor, as a Templar, what was your first skill? What?
Oh, geez.
I'd have to look to see what my actual first skill was, too.
It's been so long, I would say probably... gosh, I'm playing this character for so many years now. It would have possibly just been puncturing sweep, which is, jabby jabs. Maybe, what does that one do? It might have been Sunfire, because I like throwing fireballs at things. So it would have been probably one of those two if I had to guess. Although, when I first created my Templar, it might have been with the intent to use it for healing primarily, so I don't know. I'm not sure, but I would say it was probably one of those two.
Yeah, I just went back and tried to look at my class abilities to figure out what my first one was that I chose. And I don't remember, but I'm going to guess it was probably Surprise Attack. Or Veiled Strike. Because Nightblade.
And there's 4 examples for you to now think of how yours would have looked. Remember, your first skill. It's your first skill. You're maybe a level 3, you're maybe a level 5, at like most level 5, right? You're probably like level 1 or 2. And you have that first skill point, and you're putting it into one of your first 3 class skills. What is that first slot, and which one did you choose? How does your character react when you decide when they all of a sudden are doing this skill? And what triggers it to unlock?
Cool.
Thank you for answering my question right away, Sasquatch. And these two normally don't do that.
Sorry. We could.
My teacher's pet right here.
I love it.
Well, oh gosh, I feel like I mentioned something early on that was sort of news related, didn't I? I don't even remember what it was now. Maybe not. I feel like before we actually started running that dungeon, I brought up something that I had seen somewhere. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, is there anything you guys wanted to touch on real quick, or do we want to just kind of call it there? Just leave it as a recap episode?
Sure.
I mean, it's I know it's getting kind of late especially for you. Crazy.
Yeah.
After 2 in the morning.
It is. It's 2:15. The only thing that I would mention is, we did mention this a little bit briefly before we started the dungeon really quick. There is, if you're a person that looks at the forums at all, keep an eye on the forums. There's a few things that are in-game things that are being looked at. I know that's very specific. Hold on, I'm trying to actually get to it right now.
I know what it was now.
From the update, they're looking at the crux timers for Arcanists, as well as some of the abilities and when certain things time out and when things can be seen. So keep an eye out for that. They'll probably do some patch notes at some point about it, but there are definitely some things that I think are on the radar with that stuff. So, what were you going to say now?
It was the Prime Gaming thing.
That's right.
Yeah, so if you are a member of Prime Gaming and you have your accounts linked, they are currently doing a giveaway for a mount. It's a horse. It's a dragon hunter, I don't remember. Anyway, but you can get a free mount if you are a Prime member with your account linked to ZeniMax or ESO or Bethesda, whatever it is you'd link it to connect it to this game. So go check that out. We were talking about how sometimes we don't get notifications, and Gwen said normally she gets those notifications about that stuff and didn't get that, right?
Yeah, it's the Ancient Dragon Hunter horse
There you go.
mount. And you can get it with either Xbox Game Pass Ultimate or Prime Gaming. It basically is the horse that matches the last 2 content drops that they did from Prime Gaming, which was the weapons pack, the Ancient Dragon Hunter weapons pack, and the Ancient Dragon Hunter armor as well. So if you manage to get in on all 3 of those, you basically should have a full set of everything.
Okay. Yep, that's what it was that I was thinking of. I had mentioned that when we first started because I just claimed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go.
Well, cool. This was fun. Little different episode, but I think it went well.
Yeah, next time we gotta RP it when we come back in here. Just for funsies.
Yeah. Yep, that was fun. Well, anybody have anything they want to add before we go? Gwen?
No.
Good. All right. Sasquatch?
I'm happy Sasquatch is here.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
Yes.
So you should stick around. We like having you here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. It's just late.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand
So.
that.
Yep.
It's usually not this late. This is a pretty lengthy one tonight.
It's the least late for you, though, right?
Yeah, but
he also works early.
I work early.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm starting a side job next weekend, so I'll be working close to 70 hours a week for the next couple months.
Wow.
Oof.
So.
I just did, and I thought 60 last 2 weeks was bad for me.
Yeah.
You're gonna beat me by another 10 hours. Bless you.
Yeah. Yep. But short term, make lots of money.
He's doing that CP grind.
Yeah. Yes. It's a grind for sure.
Well, Well, it's good having you with us tonight for sure. Definitely want to try to do it more often if we can, when we can, but schedules I get because, yeah, we all have had some up and down schedules recently. I know I have for sure. But but anyway, crazy. Anything else?
No, other than our normal outro stuff. Event calendar for the coming week. We've been running some of the new zone stuff with Necrom Exploring, so I'm sure that will be taken into account for this coming week's events. As always, we have Mondays with Moki, where she does fishing or whatever the other flex event style stuff is, whatever the group would like. We have Treacherous Tuesday, which is basically like what we did tonight. That was our old school way that we all met. You can group up, run dungeons for lore, run dungeons for achievement, whatever you need. And it's just a way to help you find a group to run it with within the guild. And then, of course, we have our Undaunted Fridays with our Thuria Dragoon, which are, this last week was a Necrom Explorathon, which was really, really fun. So there were 2 groups that ran, and by 2 groups, I mean poor Gwen basically toted me around during the 11 p.m. run, because there was an 8 p.m. run that ended just shy of 11, and then at 11 she and I grouped up, and she had the dual mount and I had kid aggro, and I came back and had all the way shrines. So
if it works, it works.
If it works, it works. And if you'd like to get in on one of those,
you got to run on the back of a mount again.
I did. I got
glitch.
to.
I
did get to
so
run
much.
on the back of a mount. I think I have video of it too, which is even better.
I hope so.
Oh, is that that old school visual glitch?
Yeah.
It happens on the dual mounts now. It doesn't happen on regular mounts anymore, which I miss. That needs to come back. I don't know why you let yourselves get pressured into fixing that, Sauce. Like, why?
I know. I swear I remember hearing them say that they weren't concerned about fixing that.
Right, and I wish they didn't. I miss it. That was so fun. But apparently it is now a thing on the dual mounts and is not fixed on the dual mounts, and it has now happened when I was giving one of the Mr. Fox a lift the other day, and that was great, and I really hope they clipped that. And I hope you have screenshots too, because it's one of my favorite features in the game that I miss.
I absolutely do. I just
That's
found
funny.
them.
You know, I wonder if you know how a lot of games, you know, people can pay for carries. I wonder when it's going to become a thing to be paid for a carry on the back of a mount.
I'm sure
Oh yeah,
happen.
have a new character and just run them through zones and unlock all the shrines.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you run me around while I sit back and watch an episode of my favorite show on Netflix, and I come back and I have all the zones unlocked.
That would be crazy.
10,000 gold per shrine. I don't know.
Okay, now you're talking. That's expensive. But
Wow.
anyway, so yeah, you can join us for the Undaunted events on Friday as well.
Yep. And speaking of, you know, the murder hobo thing Gwen did earlier, said if you wanted to share any of your own personal stories with us, you can do that by reaching out to us on Twitter, and that's at Snugpod Cast. Our email is snugpodcast@gmail.com. I'm getting closer to actually being able to check that. And so if you want to, you know, if you're listening to this in audio form and want to check out what we do before what you hear on this format, you can come watch us on YouTube or twitch.tv/snugpodcast. YouTube, just search Snugpodcast and you'll find us. And if you are watching live and would prefer to maybe be able to just listen to this in your car or something like that, then you can also just search Snug Podcast on your podcast app. You probably will find us there. Apple, Spotify, Google, several of the others for sure have pulled us. So we should be easy enough to find in that format as well. And yeah, and we appreciate anybody who was here live, hanging out, watching the stream. And we appreciate those of you that listen to us later as well, and gives us a reason to keep coming and hanging out. So, which we don't need because we like hanging out together, but it gives us a reason to keep doing the show. And so until next time, hopefully next week, as long as everybody's schedules are good, we wish you guys all the best. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and be safe.
Bye.
Farewell.
Good night.
Sleep well, Tamriel. Oof. That was the